we believed in ourselves. We had to do certain things to get to a certain place. And I mean ethical things, not baby oil things, not crazy things.
Dog, Jennifer Lopez had these boots, they cost $5,000. But we went over there to his house and we found a lot of Jennifer shit and everybody else's shit that belonged to Puff. And that's why Puff had stopped messing with him.
When Homeland Security hauled crates of hard drives out of Sean Diddy Combs' mansion on 25 March 2025, reporters swarmed the scene. But the internet zeroed in on someone else entirely: Farnsworth Bentley, the silk-lined umbrella man who shadowed Diddy through red carpets, yachts, and reality TV chaos for nearly 20 years. Since the raid, Bentley hasn't posted a syllable. No half-hearted denial, no cryptic quote, nothing. That silence has people whispering three questions. What really happened inside those champagne and baby oil suites where assistants allegedly prepped rooms and sometimes joined the fun? Did Diddy's ex-bodyguard have a point when he claimed Bentley quietly stashed $5,000 Jennifer Lopez boots and other designer loot? And why did MASE and Cameron, laughing on their podcast, hint that Bentley might share a code name with a male escort called the Punisher, whose testimony could blow the federal case wide open? To unravel those threads, we jump back to 15 July 2001, the Saint-Tropez photo op that introduced Bentley as the ultimate rebrand accessory. From there, the trail winds through leaked lawsuits, backstage rumors, and podcast side-eyes, right up to the moment federal agents boxed decades of sealed NDAs. If even half the whispers prove true, Farnsworth Bentley's immaculate silence could become the loudest confession hip-hop has ever heard. Sean Combs was in survival mode on 13 March 2001 when a New York jury cleared him of gun and bribery charges. Reporters caught him outside the courthouse, teary-eyed, promising a fresh chapter. Then he quietly tested a fresh name: P. Diddy. The makeover needed more than a new moniker. It needed a visual jolt that screamed class. Enter a 27-year-old Atlanta transplant named Derek Watkins. Watkins sold luxury ties by day and club-hopped in three-piece suits by night. When he landed Diddy's two-way pager number, he peppered the mogul with polite messages until a meeting became inevitable. Within weeks, he was hired as personal assistant and valet, complete with a new stage name, Farnsworth Bentley, a nod to etiquette manuals and an old Sidney Poitier character. Bentley's trial by fire came on the 15th of July 2001 in Saint-Tropez. Paparazzi lenses locked onto Diddy strolling the marina while a linen-clad gentleman shaded him with a $700 ivory parasol. The photo raced through tabloids, instantly recasting Combs as refined royalty. For Bentley, it was a career catapult. Fashion magazines began crediting him for hip-hop's sudden love affair with bow ties and boaters. Behind closed doors, though, Bentley juggled wardrobes, steaming, travel logistics, and an unwritten mandate: keep the boss unflappable. Cameras caught glimmers on MTV's Making the Band, where Diddy barked orders and threatened to dock pay if a mansion wasn't spotless by sunrise. Viewers debated whether the harsh tone was real or scripted, but one thing was obvious: Bentley's role stretched far beyond fashion coaching. Money remained fuzzy. In later interviews, he hinted he wasn't paid at first, surviving on hustle until Diddy opened the wallet. Perks, favors, and back-channel opportunities filled the gap. By 2003, the Umbrella Act had evolved into guest verses, red carpet cameos, and etiquette tips for rap newbies. Yet the same polish that made Bentley indispensable placed him dead center when Diddy's private life turned combustible. Imagine a suite at the Mandarin Oriental on June 2, 2013. The minibar is untouched, but the coffee table glitters with champagne and an economy-sized jug of baby oil. According to a lawsuit unsealed more than a decade later, that setup wasn't a prank. It was part of a ritual executed down to the last towel by Diddy's assistants. Fans joked that Bentley could forecast rain. The new allegation was that he could also predict exactly when the freak-off would start. Everything tilted on the 16th of November 2023, when singer Cassie Ventura filed a civil suit that read like a Hollywood thriller. She described staffers who booked male escorts, secured hotel rooms under dummy names, and laid out supplies including lubricants and baby oil. Online sleuths cross-checked tour itineraries. Bentley was on duty in every city Cassie listed. His name never appeared in the filing, yet the overlap felt too neat to ignore. Two lines supercharged the speculation. Cassie wrote that helpers sometimes lingered in suites until dismissed, hinting at direct participation. Old Making the Band clips showing Bentley hovering politely in doorways suddenly looked like coded check-ins. She also mentioned untraceable electronics used to film encounters, gear Homeland Security targeted during the 25th of March 2025 raids. If Bentley ever drifted into a camera's view, silence might be self-preservation, not loyalty. Then came the yacht story. In August 2005, model Kim Porter left Saint-Tropez with a broken nose. Diddy called it an accident, yet former bodyguard Gene Deal claimed Porter had barged into a cabin and found Combs in a compromising position with another man. Bentley was on that trip, parading linen suits by day and guarding velvet ropes by night. Paparazzi timestamps show Porter's injury surfacing hours after shots of Bentley escorting Diddy back to the vessel, umbrella up despite cloudless skies. By December 2023, baby oil rooms became shorthand for every dark whisper about Combs' circle. Bentley, once praised for Savile Row flair, watched his Instagram flood with single-drop oil emojis and disappeared from the platform for 6 months. Gene Deal never liked umbrellas. He said they blocked his view. And the truth. In an interview posted September 27, 2024, the former security chief claimed Combs fired Bentley after discovering a closet filled with gifts that didn't belong to him, including those $5,000 Jennifer Lopez boots. Deal doubled down 2 months later, describing late-night runs to Bentley's Manhattan apartment where staff recovered unopened couture and Grammy party swag. The implication, Bentley's flawless etiquette masked a side hustle in luxury resale, and Diddy, already paranoid, cut him loose the moment proof surfaced. Yet theft wasn't the only leverage. Deal says Bentley signed NDAs forbidding him from discussing jet manifests and guest lists. Breaking them without a subpoena invites financial ruin. Ignoring a subpoena invites contempt. Deal also hinted at a deeper vault of files, videotapes, and audio that Combs kept on everyone. The phrase "J-Lo's boots" became shorthand for the rumor. When TMZ caught Bentley leaving an Atlanta Whole Foods on April 8, 2024, commenters zoomed in on his minimalist sneakers just to ask whether he paid for them. He angled the shopping bag to block the lens. Muscle memory from years spent tilting parasols. Into that swirl dropped a podcast moment. On May 22, 2025, Cam'ron and MASE devoted a segment of It Is What It Is to the Diddy trial. Cam smirked and asked whether Bentley might have shared a code name with the male escort nicknamed The Punisher. Machi raised his eyebrows, nodded slowly, and said, "You never know." The clip racked up 1 million views in 24 hours, welding Bentley's name to a rumor hot enough to scorch every NDA in Diddy's vault. Hashtags like #Umbrella Punisher spiked. Even mainstream outlets ran chyrons asking whether Bentley had a secret alias. Bentley's dormant Instagram flickered back to life on 24th May with a black screen reading, "God sees all." It vanished in 24 hours, framed by bloggers as a cryptic denial. Meanwhile, investigators kept combing seized drives, hunting timestamps that might marry Bentley's travel schedule to Punisher testimony. Farnsworth Bentley didn't vanish immediately after Diddy. He slipped into another spotlight. On 18 June 2013, Kanye West released Yeezus, and liner notes credited Bentley on "I Am a God." 3 years later, the life of Pablo opened with Ultralight Beam, another Bentley touch. When the track earned Grammy nods, he grinned from a Staples Center balcony seat, bow tie glinting like nothing in his past could touch him. Yet he never stayed in Los Angeles. The minute studio lights dimmed, he caught the red eye to Atlanta, settling into a brick-front house in Buckhead. On 10 September 2017, he married actress Fawn Chambers and soon welcomed 2 children. Atlanta's gospel scene let him conduct choirs on Sunday without explaining bad boy lore on Monday. He lectured at Morehouse, hosted etiquette workshops, and quoted scripture whenever bloggers pried. On 20 February 2024, gossip site Media Takeout claimed Bentley was shopping a memoir titled Under the Umbrella. 48 hours later, he posted Jay-Z's line, "When I get nervous, I tell the truth," then deleted it. Whatever nerve pushed him to tease the book snapped when Homeland Security trucks arrived on March 25, 2025. Social media vanished again, domains tied to the memoir went dark, and neighbors said he skipped his dawn jog. At dawn that day, 31 federal agents filled evidence crates. The inventory read like a thriller prop table: high-capacity drives, encrypted phones, thumb-sized cameras, 31 vials of Astroglide, 2 Costco jugs of baby oil. analysts began unlocking 8 terabytes of footage. According to a Rolling Stone leak on April 11, 2025, timestamped folders match hotel reservations Cassie listed. If thumbnails reveal assistants prepping rooms or taking part, each face becomes leverage, immunity deals, or indictment packages. Bentley's NDAs include liquidated damages clauses north of 7 figures. Breaking them without a subpoena could bankrupt him. Ignoring a subpoena could land him in contempt. Prosecutors can dangle conspiracy charges if an aide facilitated illegal encounters. The Umbrella Man might be on the hook for crimes he never intended to witness, unless he talks first. Friends in Atlanta's gospel circuit say he's preying on it. Homeland Security software cross-references biometric data, height, gait, posture. The same algorithm that tags shoplifters from overhead cams can match a man in bespoke trousers bending to adjust a parasol. The clock isn't kind. Federal grand juries meet in discrete bursts, and momentum matters. If prosecutors indict without Bentley, he loses bargaining power. If they wait and he stays quiet, silence might look like obstruction. Either path ends with a subpoena taped to his Buckhead door, or delivered wherever that late-night rideshare finally stopped. Farnsworth Bentley's story began with a photo on the 15th of July, 2001. Linen suit gleaming, umbrella arched above a newly reinvented P. Diddy. It detoured through reality show humiliation, baby oil rumors, designer boot scandals, Grammy stages, and a quiet cul-de-sac in Atlanta. Now it hovers in a federal evidence vault, waiting for a hard drive to finish decrypting. If the files show nothing more than a well-dressed assistant adjusting lighting, Bentley walks away a mystery man with impeccable posture. If they capture him arranging freak-off logistics, or worse, taking part, his silence could shift from curious to catastrophic. Somewhere between those outcomes lies the memoir he teased, the subpoenas being drafted, and the sermon notes he keeps rewriting on Sunday mornings. The next move is his. Step forward and testify, and he might rewrite hip-hop history while saving his own future. Keep hiding, and the story gets told by bodyguards, escorts, and podcasters who trade winks for views. Either way, the world will soon know why the Umbrella Man vanished the moment the storm clouds formed. Drop your thoughts below, tap subscribe for courtroom updates, and stay tuned. Because the instant that subpoena lands, we'll be right here, umbrella in hand, ready to cover every raindrop that follows.